Welcome back to another vlog and to the first inaugural Trader Joe's haul in the new place. This actually brought me so much joy. I went very random with this grocery shop because it's actually Wednesday. I almost always go grocery shopping on Mondays, but there was actually a power outage earlier this week, so I had to wait for Trader Joe's to repair their refrigerators and whatnot, which were all good to go when I got there. So let's do a quick haul. I gotta put away the frozen stuff. Got some gnocchi, frozen broccoli, ginger shrimp lo mein. I can either eat this by myself or if I'm splitting between me and Andrew, I will also make it with the chicken fried rice. Got some Mexican cheese to make tacos later this week. These shrimp dumplings are always one of my favorite lunches. Unexpected cheddar sausage and some jasmine rice. Gonna make sausage and peppers today. I got some of the butternut squash raviolis to keep in the fridge because they keep for a long time. It says user freeze by November 24th. Today is October 1st. Happy October, everyone. Got some frozen chicken spring rolls, some ground chicken for the tacos later. I got some soups for Andrew and I this week. I got him chicken noodle and I got me tomato feta. And I actually got some whole milk to go with something else I got. Oh my god, my fridge just made ice and scared the living daylights out of me. These chocolate croissants were just like hanging on the wall and I like reached out and grabbed them and I could hear angels singing behind me. Got these pretzel sticks to pair with our soups for lunch. This is for sausage and peppers. Got these peanut butter filled pretzels. Got a Roma tomato. Got some of this Trader Joe's jalapeno sauce for the tacos, so good. I got some creamy tomato basil sauce. I thought that might pair well with the butternut squash ravioli. Although maybe not. Maybe I should have gotten the cacio e pepe. You know what? I almost got the cacio e pepe and then I didn't. I got the Rossatella pasta sauce, but this is like a staple for me, so I'm always happy to have one of these in my pantry. And by pantry, I mean like this cabinet behind me. Got some General Tso's stir-fry sauce just to have, not for this week. Okay, so I got this spiced chai black tea concentrate. I'm gonna try some of this with the milk. See if I can do a little iced chai latte at home. I got some more bananas, although I already got bananas the other day, which I forgot about. So now we have 9 bananas. We'll see how fast we can eat those. I'll have one in a little bit. I also got this pumpkin bread and muffin mix. I forgot to get eggs and oil to make it, but I will make it maybe next week. Also got some of these fire roasted red peppers. Sometimes these are really nice to throw in with a pasta. I got a yellow onion and a red onion, and I got Italian bamba sauce. This is also fun to throw into a pasta. My grand total was $102.55. Not bad. Kind of a random shop though, and I only got stuff to make 2 dinners, so maybe not the most financially responsible haul, but I literally don't care. I don't care right now. All right, so I'm gonna put the frozen stuff away and then make a plan for the work day. Okay, it's 9:13 and I have not had a coffee today, so I am in desperate need. Let's try making this spiced chai drink. So, shake well before using. 1 part concentrate to 2 parts milk or non-dairy beverage. Serve hot or iced. Sounds way too simple. So I shook well. I guess that's about 1/3. I'm just using whole milk for this. All right, let's do a little taste test. I mean, it definitely looks like a chai. It smells like a chai. Now hold on just a minute. You mean to tell me this has been at Trader Joe's this whole time? I don't know if this is a seasonal thing or not, but this is excellent. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm flabbergasted right now. This is awesome. I'm so excited about this. I probably will need to have a real coffee later. Just like a black coffee, but this is so exciting. Now I have a fun little drink I can make at home. Welcome to the home office. It is a mess still currently, but I have my laptop plugged into an outlet and I have Wi-Fi, so it must be a home office. And because it's October 1st, I'm also gonna do a Q3 recap and set some Q4 goals. And it always is important to me to actually take the time to do these and fill this out, because when I look back on the year as a whole, it really gives me such great perspective to see where I was doing really well, where I was maybe like struggling, or where I could have had better systems in place to get more done. I just find it so helpful to have data, because as someone who's self-employed, I don't get like performance reviews. There's no one checking my work. It all falls on me, so I just want to make sure that I am doing things that I feel like are moving me forward. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time and fill this out. I use my own Notion goals and planning hub, which I can link down below if you're interested. This is where I keep track of all of my goals for the year, both professionally and also personally. And I love the daily to-do list system, although I am the first to admit that it went by the wayside in September. Like there's not a lot written in on my weekly planning and to-do lists because so much of the second half of the month was just us moving in here. But it's crazy that one of our goals for the year was to buy our first home, and here we are. So that will get checked off the list. Some other stuff I may have been too ambitious about, not really thinking about how much time this process would take, but that's okay. So I'm also gonna go in and review all of my goals from the start of the year. I'm back in the kitchen, looking much cuter, I think, than before. I did a little eye tutorial for short form because I got sent those products from YSL Beauty, which I forget if that's in the Reno vlog or the moving vlog, but hopefully you guys saw that by now. If not, it'll be on short form. And I also answered an email from my editor, and now it is, what time is it? 1:16, and I am making myself a quesadilla because I have a little bit left over. I made quesadillas for dinner last night, so I'm just gonna make one for lunch now. And I just started the new season of Love is Blind. I'm so excited for this. It's such a perfect format. Like, I just always enjoy whatever messiness and drama is unfolding. And I love being in the zeitgeist. Like, I love being in the conversation. I want to be on threads. I want to be discussing. So I'm almost done with episode 1, and this is the new Denver season that they're doing. I don't know, I have a few friends and some family who lives in Denver, and I've heard the dating scene is very hit or miss there. I'm one to talk. I was on the apps for all of like 2 months by the time I met Andrew. And I'm the first to admit I was not good at the apps. I went on one first date with a guy who took me to the Astor Square Starbucks like on a Monday afternoon. Thinking back, I have no idea why I said yes to that. I think I just thought it was in broad daylight and close enough to a subway if I needed to make an escape. Just trying to be aware of stranger danger. Dating in New York City, of course. But thank God everything worked out the way it did. So I'm sitting here getting ready pretty early. It's just after 7 because Andrew is on his run this morning and then he's gonna work from the home office today. And I think I'm gonna pop out and go to HomeGoods. We need a couple of things for the apartment. And I also really want to go to the Life of a Showgirl pop-up in the city today. Today's the last day of it and the album comes out at midnight tonight. So I want to bring you guys along for that. But I just paused Love is Blind, so I'm watching season 9. I'm on episode 3. I'm like halfway through episode 3. And 2 like light spoilers ahead, but just I have to discuss with someone. I'm like, you guys are here and no one else is awake. Okay, so 2 like light-ish spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything specific, but like if you really don't want to know anything, skip ahead like 30 seconds. First of all, male contestant whose name starts with N. Cannot stand this man. Everything he says, I literally get like bad goosebumps. And secondly, 2 different people whose storylines we've been following have already like basically ghosted and chosen to like not move forward with 2 of their partners. And I'm just like, Has this ever happened before? Why did they show me so much of that? And are they gonna come back later? Because I tried not to watch the little like minute at the very beginning where they kind of show the tease for the season. Like, I like to go in knowing nothing. Also, I've seen a girl on TikTok who actually like just listens to the show. Like, she watches blind up until the reveals of the people. And I think that is such a fun way to do it. I'm way too like visual of a person. I want to see every little like micro expression of their faces when they're talking. But I guess that's a good way to like mimic what they actually go through. Very interesting. Let me know if you're watching in the comments. Okay, I've just arrived at, it's actually a joint, HomeGoods and Marshall's. So just pulled up, it literally, the store just opened. And I have a bunch of things that I want to get, essentially just like things that we need, like extra soap dispensers now that there's more sinks, bath mats, that kind of thing. Plus a few other things that if I happen to see them, I might get, but we'll see how it goes in there. Okay, let's do a little HomeGoods haul. First, I filmed 2 cutaways of the 2 larger items. First, I got a floor lamp for the living room, and this one is just so simple. It's a dark brown, like faux wood with a white shade. I thought it looked really nice, and it was $80. And then I also got this brown, kind of low to the ground table, which I basically just wanted there to be a resting place for someone to like put their clothes if they were showering in the guest bath. And it's like a dark wood, which is kind of the theme that we already have going in there. And that one was $80. I feel like it's not the perfect wood match, but it's close enough. And I just wanted something in that space. I did have on my list to look for a similar one for the primary bathroom, but I didn't really find what I was looking for. That being said, I checked off most of my priorities on this list, and my total for everything was $298. And in my head, before going in, I was thinking like 300 was the budget I was aiming for. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Some of this stuff is a little boring and basic, but I got this toilet brush cleaner for the guest bath. Again, just really simple. I liked that it was this matte black, which matches the hardware in the bathroom. This was $17. I got a set of 2 bath mats. We don't have anything down right now, and these are obviously super basic. In an ideal world, I probably would have gotten something cuter, but to get 2 for $25 and just have them match and be simple and work for now, that's what I went with. I also found this cute little lamp. I just loved the base, and I thought this would be a good desk lamp for the home office. And this was $20. Okay, then I got 2 of these soap dispensers. We needed new ones for the kitchen and for the guest bath, and so I just got matching ones with these brassy bronze. This storage bin was on clearance for $5. I got it for Andrew so that he has some storage for his side of the bathroom, because right now he really doesn't have any. And then I also found this 7-pack of drawer organizers in different sizes, so I figured we could share these. And this was $17. I also got this for the primary bathroom. If you can see, there's 2 spots here where we can put our toothbrushes. We've just had our other one for a while and it was kind of getting like grimy and gross. So for $10, got a new one. And then the very last thing that I got is this little marble soap dish so that we can put a bar of soap in the shower, because right now it's just resting on the shelf. Very happy with this haul, and I was in and out in like an hour and a half. So, I mean, great way for me to spend a beautiful fall morning, and it's nice and crispy outside right now. we are going to attempt to go to the Taylor Swift pop-up in the city. This is my outfit, although I think I'm gonna bring a tote bag to put this jacket in, which is vintage, but I feel like it really was giving Showgirl just because it is really nice out today. Then my top is old from Nordstrom, and I'm wearing the Abercrombie 90s Curve Love jeans. 90s relaxed Curve Love jeans. I'll link the exact ones in the description. And just some little Chelsea boots from Zara. This could be a disaster. We'll see how long the line is. And if it is a disaster, I will at least be in Chelsea area, so maybe I can pop into the Container Store and see if I can get some of what I didn't get earlier from HomeGoods. But either way, it's a beautiful day to bop around the city. So let's get going. Asked her what day it was. It's October 3rd. It's the next day. The album is officially out. I'm about to listen right now, but I realized I did not fill you in on the pop-up yesterday. So all in all, I ended up waiting 3 hours to get in there, which is a stupid amount of time to wait for something. And I did think about leaving a couple of times. But on the other hand, I have never actually gone and waited for something like that before. I feel like we don't know when her next album is even gonna be. And honestly, it was a gorgeous fall day. It was a Thursday afternoon that I intentionally kind of blocked off to like go there and film. I just wasn't really thinking it would take that long. I was hoping to wait for like no more than 90 minutes. So that being said, that did detract a little bit from the experience, plus the fact that we were rushed through when we were inside. Like, I was in there for 20 minutes total. I wasn't really able to like look around the rooms as much as I would have liked. Staff was saying to keep it moving, which I'm glad that's what they were doing while I was outside waiting, in theory, but I didn't really get a chance to like take that many pictures. I got like one shot at each of the 2 photo ops. So it was definitely like a long wait just to be rushed through. But that being said, I still am a big enough fan that I wanted to just enjoy and like immerse myself in this era and maybe get a little more context before I listen to the album or get to see some of the props in real life that people are thinking might be in the music videos. So was it worth it to me personally? Just barely, actually, but I probably would not have recommended it, and yesterday was the last day, so I don't need to recommend it to anyone else if they were not like a diehard fan. So that being said, I'm about to make my coffee and do my early morning listen because I can't stay up until midnight. I don't really have it in me unless it's like New Year's Eve, and even then sometimes I will go to bed. And then I got a text from my sister-in-law that like literally made me cry because I texted her and said, let me know what you think when you listen. And my niece, who's 6, also loves Taylor Swift. And she said she's dressed in her Swiftie outfit. She came into my room at 6:45 to listen, which is early for her. So far we've listened to the first 4 songs. And I just love her so much that made me literally tear up. And I've tried to stay off social this morning so as not to be influenced, although Caitlin did text me her favorite song, so I'm curious to hear that. Of course, it's like all the way at the end of the album, but I do want to listen in order. I want to film my reactions. I'm just figuring out what makes sense to do with the copyright situation. Like if I should just listen on my AirPods and talk out loud as I'm listening. That might be the best way to do it, but I'm gonna make a coffee and then we're gonna listen. Okay, I've got my coffee, got my AirPods. Let the first listen commence. It's not working. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Starting with the Fate of Ophelia. Whoa. Oh my god. I really like the refrain in Elizabeth Taylor. It's so catchy. Fun if I can't have you. I already know the words. Okay, I'm on Opalite. Oh, this is so happy. Oh, is this about Travis? Whoa. So sleepless in an onyx night, but now this guy is Opalite? Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did she just say what I think she said? I'm listening to Father Figure. Whoa. I think that's the first use of a D word in a Taylor Swift song. I think I heard that correctly. This is so godfathery. Should I be wearing my lanyard from yesterday? Listening again. Sounds like what I think it is. This key change? All right, track 5, typically sad, eldest daughter. Oh my god. Whoa. Ruin the Friendship seems to be about like wanting to get with your friend. It does not seem to be about Blake Lively right now. Oh, this is a good driving with the windows down song. Oh, we got an Abigail. Oh, Abigail shout out in Ruin the Friendship. Not anything about her. Who is actually romantic about? It's giving Katie from Mean Girls saying like, what? It's not my fault you're like in love with me or something. Ooh, wish list? Ooh. It's almost rap because there's like a beat that's very basic behind her and the words are everything. I'm sorry, where did those background voices just come from? Ooh, this is kind of different for her. Onto wood. Whoa, whoa. I'm sorry. Is this Taylor Swift's disco stick? Double entendre. Shit. My god. Wow. Canceled. Bring a tiny violin to a knife fight. There was a tiny violin at the Showgirl pop-up. I like the music on this one. Honey is so cute. Actually, Honey is very multi-layered. A lot of these songs very multi-layered. Oh, I can already tell I'm gonna like the last track, Life of a Showgirl. Oh, thank you for the lovely bouquet from the pop-up. Oh, I really, really like this one. The Sabrina and Taylor melodies are so good. Oh, tempo change. Oh my god, they stitched in like her saying goodnight at the end of the Eras tour. All right, that's it. Whoa. Okay guys, it is Saturday, and yesterday, honestly, I just got so much work done, which was highly needed, so it was just me hunched over my laptop all day, but I did get the renovation vlog up, which is major, so I'm really happy that is out and about now. I just made myself another one of these chais with the Trader Joe's spiced chai. I will say, for what I can make at home, it's not bad, but it doesn't hit the same as getting a chai at a coffee shop, but that's kind of as to be expected, although I think I'm close with my matcha to getting it to be like coffee shop tier. But obviously, I'm not giving up on my coffee shop enjoyment anytime soon. So I am sitting in the office just doing some work for some stories that I'm gonna be writing next month. I'm just trying to get ahead on things because I feel like there is still so much to do. I have a lot to catch up on work-wise, just that hasn't been prioritized while we've been doing the renovation and the move. And then next weekend is the Chicago Marathon. So next weekend we're gonna be in Chicago, which is so crazy. And I'm just trying to like stay on top of everything for that. So I got up nice and early, I did my Peloton ride. And then I think today Andrew and I are gonna run a couple of home errands when he gets back from his run. So we need to go to a couple of places here. I wanna see if we can return some tile to the Home Depot, and then I ordered some things on Amazon yesterday that I think a couple are coming in today, actually. Oh, actually quite a lot of things are coming today. So one of the big things that I ordered is a couple of new outlet covers and light switch plates. I ordered some that are basically like this beautiful brass/gold finish that I want to put in the kitchen. So I'm hoping those look good. I can show you those when they come in. And then I just ordered like new scrubbing brushes for the kitchen and a new like soap dish holder thing because ours is kind of gross at this point and I wanted to just like get a brand new fresh one. I also ordered a new step ladder that goes up taller because now some of our kitchen shelves are actually even higher than they were in the last apartment, if you can believe it. And a couple of light bulbs and things like that. And by the way, if you guys ever want to browse things that I have bought for my home or like my beauty favorites or anything, I do have everything on my Amazon storefront at all times. It's always linked in the description of my YouTube videos. And I feel like I don't call that out that often, so I figured it was worth mentioning. So I'm just trying to get a couple things organized for these stories, like I said, and I am listening, well, I'm alternating listening to Love is Blind recap podcasts and The Life of a Showgirl. I'm still trying to like take in the album as a whole and process all of the different songs. Also, I re-listened to Ruin the Friendship and I like completely missed the ending of that song. I mean, I was genuinely in shock when I realized what it was actually about by the time I got to the end. I don't think this is like a top 3 Taylor album for me, but there are definitely some bops in here. And if you haven't listened to it, I did do an episode of my podcast, Create and Consume, where I ranked every Taylor Swift album, and I will either like revisit that in some future episode or potentially re-rank, like redo the whole episode now that we do have Life of a Showgirl. And it's gonna be a gorgeous day today. I think it's gonna get up to 80 actually, which is a little warm for October, but we've had so many gorgeous weekends in the last few weeks, it's really hard to complain. It is Sunday morning and I just went out for a walk to grab a couple of groceries and I also ordered some bagels from O Bagel, and you guys, I just got so nervous. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have a bacon, egg, and cheese like every Sunday in an ideal world if I could, but I've been getting them a lot lately because they're good for Andrew to have after he runs, and he's running 12 miles, I think, right now. Don't know. But so I look in the bag and it just looked like a bunch of plain bagels, and I usually order an extra plain and everything to freeze so I can keep them in the freezer, and then we'll just have them plain with cream cheese instead of the breakfast sandwiches. And then all the way at the bottom, I found my breakfast sandwiches, but I was like, why are there so many extra bagels in here? And I'm looking at my order and everything is correct on the receipt. So they just gave me randomly 2 extra bagels. So today is my lucky day, I guess. I mean, I obviously didn't like open the bag or realize it till I came home, but I don't know. I take that as a good sign. And I was just having my coffee and watching some YouTube, but I feel like I should give you a few apartment updates. Okay, so here in the guest bath, this space truly just makes me so happy. Like every time I walk in, I feel like I did a good job. This is the soap dispenser that I got. So when I run out of these, which were actually a housewarming gift from Floor, how cute is she? Then I will just start using our refillable soap in this dispenser. It's kind of hard to see, but the toilet brush that I got is all the way back there. Here is one of the bath mats. It came in a set of 2, so there is basically an identical one that's just a little smaller in the other bathroom. And then this cute little table. I need to take the tag off, but it fits perfectly in this corner. Just somewhere where you can like drop your clothes if you are showering in here. I could probably put some cute baskets or extra toilet paper or candles or something underneath there. Not really too many office updates. We just still have some stuff we need to organize here, but this is the lamp I got. She's very cute. And then here is the other lamp that I got next to the couch. This is driving me crazy. I feel like the lampshade is the tiniest bit crooked, so I need to figure that out. Of course, that would happen to me. And then not too many updates in here. Well, here is the bath mat that we got. And I did order 2 towel rings, one to go kind of to the left of this mirror, and then I think the other one will go on this wall here, just so we each have a hand towel accessible and it's gonna match the same hardware as the toilet paper holder and also this hook up here. And this is the Torrington, I believe it's called, by Kohler from the Home Depot. I will have all the home links down below though, if you guys were curious. But the toothbrush holder looks cute, and then I was able to use a couple of the organizers just to organize my drawers down here, which I feel good about. I've been reading Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I feel like I'm gonna fly through the second half of this book. I am very wrapped in right now. Like, the first 80 pages for me with any book are always just getting settled in, and once you hit that certain inflection point, it's like you can't stop, which is good because I need to power through this book before we go to Chicago, because I have to return it before we leave. And I do want to vlog in Chicago because Andrew is going to be running the Chicago Marathon, which is so exciting. And I also have 2 videos fully filmed that are not edited right now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here so I can catch up on my editing. But if you've made it to this point in the video, do me a favor and comment this emoji down below just so I can say thank you for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I feel like I haven't been saying that lately, but low-key it actually does help me out so much. So I'm just gonna spend the rest of my Sunday watching the Giants, cleaning and organizing, and maybe even diving back into my book. So I will catch you guys in the next upload.